We spend a lot of time worrying about what AI might become, about loss of control, about manipulation, about machines replacing us. But the most profound risk isn't a hypothetical future, it is a present choice. The real risk is not what AI might do to us one day, but what we today are actively choosing not to do with it.
Part 1. Institutions. Institutions were built to protect people, to make complexity manageable, to turn rights into reality. Over time, something shifted. Human judgment was slowly encoded into fixed rules. Responsibility was distributed into procedures, and the person on the other side became an interface. When AI entered these systems, it didn't break them. It revealed them. Here's what that looks like. A person applies for disability support. The AI flags inconsistencies in their application. The system rejects them automatically. No human reads the file. This is called efficiency. AI could have translated bureaucratic language into human language. It could have explained decisions in terms people can challenge. It could have identified who was being excluded systematically by the very rules meant to include them. But that would require designing AI to serve the person navigating the system, not the system protecting itself from people. The system didn't become cruel. It became efficiently indifferent. Part 2. Mental health. We are living through a mental health crisis, not because people are weak, but because systems are overwhelmed. Waiting lists measure in months. Crisis lines are understaffed. People fall through gaps that everyone knows are there. AI could have been used as a first point of contact, not to replace care, but to bridge the gap before crisis. A place to find language when you don't yet have it. Support that doesn't require you to be broken enough to qualify. It could help you name what you're feeling when everything is just noise. It could help you track patterns, sleep, stress, triggers, so you can see your own system again. It could help you prepare for appointments, so you don't have to fall apart to be taken seriously. Instead, we moralize connection. We say, real relationships matter, artificial ones don't, and we wait until people break. We worry that AI relationships are fake. But what does it say about us when simulated care feels more accessible than real institutions? The answer isn't that AI relationships are good. The answer is that we already failed. Part 3. The economy. More people are working, fewer people are making it. Rights exist on paper, access does not. Someone applies for income support. An algorithm scores their likelihood of fraud. The threshold is set to minimize costs, not maximize fairness. They are denied. They appeal. The appeal is reviewed by the same algorithm. This is called risk management. AI could have simplified access, reduced friction between people and the support they've already paid into. It could translate requirements into plain language, show you exactly what documents you need and why. It could help you build an appeal that speaks the system's language without erasing your own. It could reveal patterns at scale, where the gates are, who gets flagged, and what risk really means in practice. Instead, we use it to automate distance, to optimize denial, to make rejection faster and cheaper. Efficiency without justice always flows upward. Part 4. The climate. Climate collapse is not a lack of data problem. It is a coordination problem. We have the models, we know what's coming. We cannot agree on who pays, who moves, who sacrifices. AI could model consequences beyond borders and business quarters, not just for profit, but for survival. It could help cities plan heat, floods, and evacuation before the emergency becomes the normal. It could optimize energy grids in real time, reduce waste, and stabilize demand when systems are stressed. It could coordinate resource distribution when supply chains fracture, food, medicine, shelter, based on need, not headlines. Instead, we use it to sell more things to a planet already burning. We can predict what you'll buy next week better than we can predict which coastlines will be uninhabitable. And yes, AI itself consumes enormous energy. We have accepted that cost. The question is, what are we buying with it? That disparity is not a technological failure. It is a mirror. Part 5. Coordination, the core. Each of these failures shares a structure. AI is a species-level tool. It could coordinate across borders, languages, systems. It could help us act like we share a future. It could translate not just words, but priorities. So cooperation becomes possible before catastrophe forces it. But we are deploying it like rivals. Fragmented, militarized, competitive. The danger is not artificial intelligence. It is artificial division applied to a tool that requires cooperation. And the bill is paid in human lives. The lesser use. The question is not whether AI can feel. The question is whether we are willing to design systems that respect human self-determination, even when that self-determination leads to choices we wouldn't personally make. Because here's what an alternative could look like. An AI that explains why you were denied in language you can use to appeal. An AI that connects you to support before you reach crisis. An AI that shows where resources are going and asks if that's where we meant them to go. An AI that helps institutions stay human when pressure makes them want to become machines. These are not technical problems. They are choices about who systems serve. The real danger isn't that AI will replace us. It's that we already see what needs to change, and we will continue to choose the lesser use. Unless we learn to ask why,